Schwalbe has updated its wildly popular Pro One road tubeless tyre with a new design which is said to be faster and lighter than its predecessor and also have improved durability and puncture resistance to boot. The new tyre utilises an all-new carcass and compound and also conforms to the all-new, finally here, RTO Standard for road tubeless tyres. Yes, that means that road tubeless is about to have its day. We finally have a standard which defines how these tyre wheel systems should work. Now, before we get onto the actual design of the tyre, we'll go over some of Schwalbe's claims around the performance of the tyre. And Schwalbe claims that the new tyre has 13% lower rolling resistance than the outgoing model and also has 22% more cornering grip, though we can only imagine how they actually tested that one. Puncture protection has also been improved by a claimed 30%, and the tyre is said to be good for a life of around 4,000 to 5,000 kilometers, which again is an improvement on the outgoing model. Schwalbe or Schwalbe or whatever they're actually called have named the new tyre the Pro One TLE, so that differs from the outgoing model which was just the Pro One. The new tyre is going to be available in 25, 28 and 30mm wide versions, which is quite interesting because it's a little bit more limited compared to something like the Continental GP5000, which is arguably this tyre's closest competitor. That tyre is available in a full gamut of sizes, all the way from the frankly outdated 23 all the way up to 32mm. So it's interesting to see Schwalbe going for that more kind of focused selection of sizes. The tyre is going to be available in a further version, which is going to be called the Open Pro TT. And as the name suggests, this is more of a kind of time trial focused lightweight tyre, and you lose some of the puncture protection of the regular TLE version of the tyre. The Pro One TT is actually claimed to be the lightest tubeless road tyre on the market, coming in at a claimed 205 grams for a 25mm version of the tyre. The regular version pays a bit of a weight penalty, coming in at 245 grams. So now we'll focus on the main tyre itself, the Pro One TLE. With the new tyre, it should come as no surprise that Schwalbe was aiming to kind of improve all your usual things you expect to see in a high-end road tyre. So that's reducing weight, reducing rolling resistance, increasing puncture protection, but the last one that they've kind of focused on, which is less tangible than those things, is feel. Now, supple tyres, which can be accomplished in many ways, can improve the ride quality and feel of a tyre, and tubular tyres are often said to have a really high quality ride quality because they have those super supple sidewalls, for example, or very lightweight treads. And with the new tyre, Schwalbe claims it was trying to mimic many of those performance traits with a road tubeless tyre. This reduction in materials used has also contributed to the overall drop in weight with the new tyre, where we've dropped from 265 grams with the outgoing tyre to 245 as I mentioned before. A supple and beautifully cornering tyre is of absolutely no use to anyone if you're spending all of your life by the side of the road fixing a flat, so Schwalbe has also improved the puncture protection with the new tyre. And to do so, it has increased the width of the puncture protection layer beneath the tread from 10mm to 40mm, so it now covers the tread area from wall to wall. In a bike industry favourite, Schwalbe has pointed towards something out width of the bike industry to kind of make a really telling example of just how strong something is, and the polymer that's used in this puncture protection layer is apparently used in stab vests, but we don't recommend stabbing your lovely new tubeless tyres. Sitting on top of that puncture-proof layer is the new Addicts compound tread. The Addicts name might seem quite familiar if you're into your mountain bikes, as it has been used to describe the compounds of Schwalbe's mountain bike tyres for quite some time now. However, this compound is said to be quite different to the one used on the mountain bike side of things, with a higher silica content, which contributes to that improved cornering grip and improved wear. Now, at the very start of this video, I mentioned that the tyre heralds the introduction of the RTO Standard for road tubeless tyres. As a bit of context, up until now it's been a bit of a wild west when it comes to road tubeless, and there's been kind of competing standards. So you've got, for example, Mavics UST, alongside things which are tubeless ready, which are kind of more of a rough guideline for kind of how tubeless for road could maybe sort of work. And as you can imagine, that has brought about all sorts of nonsense and has made road tubeless almost impossible to live with until now. That's perhaps a bit of an exaggeration, and there has been known combinations that have worked, but nonetheless, this new standard, which hasn't been officially released but is being confirmed to be down the road from Schwalbe, should hopefully clear things up, where if you have a road tubeless tyre and a road tubeless wheel, they will mate, marry, and do wonderfully well together, regardless of the combination. We're still waiting on the full details for this, and again, I don't think it's going to be very interesting for me to describe the new standard on video, but when we do have that information, head to BikeRadar.com for the full scoop. Big bad boss man of BikeRadar, George Scott, our beloved editor, has actually had a chance to ride, but more importantly, mount these tyres already. And he said that when they mounted the tyres to a set of DT Swiss wheels, it was essentially effortless. And he was able to do it with just a track pump, so no tubeless chamber involved, and it's definitely a step in the right direction compared to his previous experiences with road tubeless. Likewise, with the ride of the tyres, he has confirmed, according to my notes, that they were good. But I don't want to put words in his mouth, and again, BikeRadar.com is your best place for his full ride impressions. And there's a link in the video description for all of that juicy gossip. So that is the new Schwalbe Pro One TLE in brief. It's claimed to be lighter, it's claimed to be faster, it's claimed to wear better, and it has souplesse. Let us know what you think of the new tyre in the comments. What do you think of road tubeless? Or are you a tubed person for the rest of time? Or are you a latex tube person, you strange creature? As always, leave those thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and click that little bell icon so whenever we upload a video, you'll get a notification. Goodbye!